players line. I love all my H's, okay? Thanks for joining me today. I just want to talk about saying I love you for the first time and how awkward it can be if you don't share the same sentiments as the person that's saying they love you first. This has happened to me more than once, and it really is, I think it's a little unfair for the other party to force someone or the next person or their partner to say I love you back. Say if someone says I love you early in a relationship, right, this is just hypothetically, it's early in the relationship, I don't know, a few months or something, and they say I love you, and then you don't say anything back, and then they're like, you're not gonna say it back? And then it's almost as if it just seems so disingenuous, I think, to me, because if it was genuine and it was authentic for you to say that to me because you absolutely have these feelings toward me, you wouldn't have the need to have me to justify your feelings by me responding in the same exact way. Because if you're only doing things for people, for them to do the same thing back to you at the moment that you're doing a good deed to them or for them, it just feels forced, you know? And it's like, okay, now you want to pressure me to make you feel justified for saying I love you first. I feel that is not real. It's not organic. So I've been in situations like that before, and it's so awkward because you don't want to hurt the person's feelings, but it's like you have to be true to yourself as well, and you don't want to, you don't want to open that door if you're really not ready to walk through it, because that's the adult thing to do. It's the most responsible thing to do. Don't just throw around words because you know that is going to make the relationship progress, and if you're not ready, then I feel like it's a boundary, and once boundaries are crossed, expectations change. And if you're not ready to meet those expectations with action, then don't open that door. Don't go through it. Just say, if you care about the person, just say your gratitude for them feeling this way about you. Wow, this relationship seems to be really progressing. I think it's really awesome that you feel this way about me. I'm so honored. I'm so blessed to have you feel this way about me. Thank you so much. So does this mean the relationship has solidified into something more? You should naturally want to know these things. If you don't feel like saying it back, or you don't think you're at the place to say it back, because until I guess after you realize that the relationship has, I would say fomented, but I don't think that it's formed into something productive, something stable, something solid. Now you'll get all the answers you need. So this is your perfect opportunity to find out exactly where you go from here. And when it feels right, you say it to them. And you can even explain to them at the time. You could say, honey, I didn't feel like saying it, 3 weeks ago when you said it, because I didn't want it to seem disingenuous or forced. I'm really happy in the direction the relationship is going, and I'm happy, in our progress together, and I love you so much. I've always cared about you, but I just know that I am ready to love you the way you need to be loved, because at the end of the day, love is not just words. It's your actions that prove your love, or your actions love is the result of your actions, so you have to be careful when you say when you love someone, because I feel like that's like just a step away from, okay, we're engaged, we're gonna get married, like that's it. At least it should be in a romantic relationship anyway. It should be. I've had to get out of it by saying, I love you, but we're not in love. And that's usually true. I love a lot of people. That doesn't mean I'm in love with you. I think that's a difference. There's a difference there. Being in love with someone and loving someone, there's a difference, because, I can love anything. That means something to me, But do my actions prove that I am in love with this thing? Probably not, because that love is temporary, or the actions of that love is temporary. It's a cycle, so I love my shoes, I don't wear all my shoes at the same time, but I love them. And this topic, my call to action would be to reassess your position in a relationship and see if your actions mimic that of love, if your actions are a result of your love for that person. If you're progressing their life while working together to progress your life as well, then something great is there. If your guys' life is continuing to blossom, something great is there. Don't be so quick to turn your back on that. If you're in a better position mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, economically, geographically, if you're in a better position than you were 6 months down the line in the relationship, I'd say even 3 months, to be totally honest, but everything is a progression. But if you're better than you were before you met them, don't be so quick to let that go. Sometimes be the peacemaker, because that's something great too. We don't always have to have the last word, whether we're right or wrong. Let's make more peace with one another, even if it's not in a romantic relationship, because at the end, I think it's the best form of high frequency we can all, levitate on. I think we can all start living a high energetic life. We can start reaching some godlike frequencies on a regular basis, and then we can be able to communicate with each other a little bit more spiritually and more intuitively. So I'm all for that. So thank you so much for joining me here today for my few minutes of my thoughts on the words I love you. Okay, so if you'd like to connect with me on social media, you can check us out on Whatscbg at gmail.com or Whatscbg Insta, Whatscbg Facebook, where else? Twitter, Whatscbg Twitter. Facebook, it's What's Cooking Black Girls, but I'll put the link right here and in the description box as well. I can't wait to see you guys again next time. Thank you. Peace.